in the boredom-killing business.
At the beginning, a free kind of a man. He discovered radio, and then he discovered television, and then he became accepted by people. He started to manipulate them and tell them how to think, and they would do what he said do. And then he began to realize how much power he really had.
This is mass madness, you maniacs! In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion. Oh, turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the set.
Get up on your little 21-inch screen and howl about
the captivating cynicism of
Rebecca Hall's performance from Christine, the rock-solid cast of Spotlight,
the social
Truman
network,
Show,
charming banter,
rapid-fire whip of his girl Friday,
All the President's Men,
The
almost
Insider,
famous.
Citizen Kane.
Let's get down to business. Lonesome Rhodes, played by the legendary Andy Griffith and a face in the crowd, emerges from the depths of obscurity. With his folksy charm and magnetic charisma, he captivates the nation, transforming from a drifting nobody into a media sensation. His affable exterior embodies the American dream to those watching, but beneath lies a monster using his platform to manipulate the masses for his own gain.
If Kazan and Schulberg had not done Facing the Crowd, Pat Chesky would not have done Network.
Now, enter Howard Beale, the unforgettable protagonist of Network, played with raw intensity by Peter Finch. Beale, a weary news anchor teetering on the edge of sanity, delivers an infamous on-air rant that sparks a seismic shift in the media landscape. His furious diatribes urging viewers to unleash their anger and frustration propel him to overnight stardom. Rhodes personifies the pearliest dance with power's intoxicating allure, as the public finds themselves irresistibly drawn towards the charisma of a captivating rebel, blissfully unaware of the lurking dangers.
You don't have to show it anything. That if you think it and feel it, it'll come out through your eyes, and the camera will see it.
Beale transforms into a conduit, channeling the raging torrents of societal resentment and disillusionment.
Shocking eruption of great electrical energy.
A testament to a yearning populace longing for genuine voices amidst an overwhelming flood of manufactured tales. We know these characters because in some ways they are reflections of the individual and the world now. Bud Schulberg and Patty Chayefsky's scripts harness an incredible energy, channeling the zeitgeist of their eras, while the films themselves feel like harbingers of truths long accepted but rarely acknowledged. It's madness, but it's human, and it's all of us.
And they sit there, and he goes into a fit and falls on the ground, and they cheer. And when he gets shot, they cheer. The audience doesn't change.
Now, what's really interesting is that alongside these great screenplays are Elia Kazan and Sidney Lumet. The way they drop these larger-than-life personas into the temptatious world of the 20th century media, specifically its underworld, is absorbing. Lurking around Rhodes and Beale are avatars for media sensationalism.
Mr. Reddy, we have just one stage.
Sorry, I don't have all the information yet.
Political corruption.
Hey, you top both CBS and NBC down there. Hello?
And predatory advertising, while our central characters descend into derangement, where one character's destruction is from the self, numb to the voices of reason, and the other is steered towards their destruction by the voices all around.
There I go again. But I just can't seem to get my mouth around some of them things they wanted me to say. Well, I'll try.
For Lonesome Rhodes, it's the rise from nothing to something, the intoxication of power and fame on the individual. Andy Griffith's performance is a tour de force in transformation. He takes the character from the floors of a jail cell to the heights of city towers, capturing the nuances of each stage of Rhodes' journey with incredible skill. Griffith allows us to glimpse the vulnerability beneath the surface and contrast it with corruptive evil. Patricia Neal is fantastic and mesmerizes as the film's heart and soul, gracefully grappling with her character's struggle to embrace the truth about the charming con artist she aided. For the 50s, it's relevant as ever.
We've got to face it.
Politics have entered a new stage, the television stage. Instead of long-winded public debates, the people want caps or slogans. Time for a change, the mess in Washington, more bang for a buck, punchlines and glamour.
Piercing through is Lonesome's descent into madness, where he luxuriates in the wicked delight of influence and manipulation, in the very industries that encourage such behavior. Just look how, in the midst of his madness, Lonesome savors his celebrity and domination.
Yeah, Fighters for Full. How you like that name, huh? Huh? I made it up. Everybody's nuts about it. I got 20 of the biggest men in this country coming to my banquet tomorrow night to get Fighters for Full rolling. Got a retired admiral from the Joint Chiefs, 2 governors, some of them big investment house boys, and a cabinet minister.
Which one?
I don't know. I told the general to pick one out for me.
As he delivers these lines with an air of grandiosity and self-assuredness, we witness the character's transformation into a man consumed by his thirst for power. The way Griffith embodies Lonesome Rhodes captures the essence of a charismatic yet deeply flawed individual. His ego seeks no bounds. Just watch.
This whole country just like my flock of sheep. Rednecks, crackers, hillbillies, housefrows, shut-ins, pea-pickers. Everybody that's got to jump when somebody else blows the whistle. They don't know it yet, but they're all gonna be fighters for Fuller. They're mine. I own them. They think like I do. Only they're even more stupid than I am, so I gotta think for them.
Lonesome's arrogance emphasizes his belief in the masses' docility and susceptibility to his influence. He relishes his control over them, proclaiming ownership and superiority over their thoughts. A face in the crowd is to the point about the declining morality of America, news media, and celebrity culture. Elia Kazan's casting of Andy Griffith is absolutely chilling, as in a way Kazan picked Andy because of his small-town compassion in the Andy Griffith Show. You can almost see how people would be tricked into believing this guy. It's poignant and very reflective of the parasocial, political, and celebrity relationships held in our modern world. Of course, Finch's portrayal of Howard Beale is quite the same, as well as a masterclass in capturing the essence of a character on the edge. With every twitch, fiery outburst, and moment of raw humanity, Finch brings an authenticity to Beale that is both eerie and mesmerizing. The prophet of the airwaves finds himself ensnared in a web, where news merges with entertainment, and the erosion of ethical responsibility gives rise to a landscape of chaos. Network is flawless in its ability to convey an acidic honesty and dark message. Every monologue from Chayefsky's script is elevated by the ensemble cast, helping to keep this film timeless in an era of lightning information.
What could happen to this medium of television, and now we're in it, where it's not satire anymore. It's kind of showing everybody what goes on today in networks, and it's like a forecasting that came true. And that's what's so kind of terrifying about it.
Anger, nihilism, and truth are ferociously delivered from Finch, Dunaway, and Holden, but it's the message that is profound and prophetic. Take the most famous example from the I'm Mad as Hell speech.
We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad.
Everything is so impassioned and dangerously real, targeting the sense of crisis, withdrawal, and desensitization chained within the average person. Whether you agree or not, he is a spectacle, thus mass attention. Each word delivered is a reflection of anxieties and tensions permeating deep within the human condition. This scene expresses Beale's frustration with the state of society and his desire to awaken people from their apathy. It critiques the media's role in perpetuating a detached and complacent mindset among the public, as he urges them to break free from their isolation and demand change. Simultaneously, this very message is being leached to soaring ratings. It isn't until the decline and the change in Beale's message that the plug is pulled on his messianic television presence and his life. Both characters are symbolic of the dangers of media. Let's compare their arcs. Beginning with a transformative encounter and opportunities in the media industry, both characters are catapulted to fame. As their popularity grows, there is an awareness of their persuasive power over their audiences. Lonesome with his influence, and the news network UBS realizing Beale is a sponge for attention. In both situations, the humanity of our characters is beginning to fade away. Let's continue.
Well, in a nutshell, it's it.
At the middle of their arcs, there are affairs, television opportunities, deteriorating relationships, and the influence of branding. Both meteoric rises are enhanced by the ecosystem of exposure and entertainment. Lonesome Rhodes starts to explore madness as his own vessel, while Howard Beale is a vessel within the madness of the media. This final act fully realizes our characters and separates them in a few ways. Rhodes is unmasked by the very person who played a pivotal role in his ascent, exposing his contempt and shattering his empire, while Beale succumbs to the machinations of an industry willing to go to great lengths to maintain their grip on power. The relationship surrounding Rhodes and Beale add complexity. Marcia's role in Rhodes' downfall highlights power dynamics and disillusionment, whereas Diane's emotional emptiness drives away Max and Beale's story, exploring the personal costs of media success. Rhodes may find work but never fame, allowing reflection on redemption, while Beale's on-air assassination exposes the media's dark underbelly, with both films provoking contemplation on power, manipulation, and suppression.
Like everything that you and the institution of television touch.
In a world saturated with unyielding interconnectedness, the echoes of these films grow louder, their message is more prevalent. Amidst the sea of connectivity, we are surrounded by modern-day Lonesome Rhodes and Howard Beales, characters whose captivating personas transcend fiction to reveal harrowing realities of uncontrolled celebrity, the decay of genuine expression in media, and the chilling fate that befalls those brave enough to question the established order.